Hello, welcome to Qimen. Today's case study, we are talking about this particular job-related situation where a headhunter actually headhunts you for a senior position. So the question is, should you accept it? So Qimen are able to, based on the chart, to see what are the potential things that might be happening, up to 70 to 90% of accuracy, depending on the person, whether he's able to decipher the information correctly. So let's go straight to the case itself. So in this case itself, what we are looking at is we should be looking at the answer and the subject. The subject is actually over here, which is represented by the symbol under the day stamp, which is called Geng. This particular symbol is called Geng. So, and we also have to look at the answer, which is under the hour stamp. This is called the E. E. So based on these two symbols, we will need to see these two symbols to see whichever is in the 9 boxes over here and see where is it located. So after locating the box itself, then we know what are the information that is provided in that particular boxes. So this is the E, which is also called the answer. YI. Then we have the asker, which also the subject. So the subject is actually yourself. We call it Geng, G-E-N-G, pronounced as Geng. So let's highlight where is E first. E is over here. And of course, there's another E, which is over here. So in general divination, what we need to see is we will look at the one at the top. This one is below, this one is on top. There are two different symbols. So one is at the top, one is at the below. So we need to look at the one at the top. So box 8 itself represents the answer. Okay, so box 8 itself is the answer. And what we need to do is we also need to identify where is the box of the asker, which is the subject, Geng. This is Geng over here. Let's look at where is Geng. Geng is actually over in this particular box, which is in box number 7. So box number 7 is also the representation for the asker. So what happened next is that we need to see what is the information provided in each of the boxes to tell us what is the general information and the overall feel of the whole thing. So first thing first, we need to look at the box 8, which is over here. This is, we have a black tortoise, we have injury, we have a destroyer. So 3 of this particular symbol tell us certain meaning and information. And from there, we are able to, based on the information, to have a feeling or gut feeling to see whether this particular job offer is going to be good or not good. So a black tortoise also symbolizes something which you need to, something may be fake, something you might lose money. So basing on this particular question, we are talking about probably this job offer may be a bit fake, where it may not really tells you the whole story from this particular headhunter. So there's an injury, meaning that physically, mentally, or emotionally, you may be hurt if you were to accept this particular offer. So there's a destroyer, so which means that the destroyer is not a very good star to be associated with. So in this case, I'm not really too looking forward about this question because the whole answer doesn't seem to be very promising. However, we cannot look at the just answer. We have to look at other things to see how is the overall situation. So if you look at box number 7 itself, which is over here, we have 3 red symbols, which have the open door, leader, and the advisor, which is representing you, which is the subject. So at this point of time, your status is you are very lucky. Your luck is very good. You are somebody who is very friendly, very open to new ideas, and you are also a leader, and also somebody who is more cultured and very educated. So it tells us a lot about yourself. So in this case itself, to look at the job itself, we need to look at the reference point. Where is the reference point? The reference point of the job itself, let's look at that. The job equates to, we need to look at one of the symbol, okay, equates to open door. Open door represent, let me highlight for you, which is over here. Coincidentally, this open door is over here. And as a reference point, you have the leader, we have advisor, which is together with you in terms of element. So technically, it looks perfectly fine. Okay. However, we have a Gang over here. Gang is actually the enemy under Qimen category. So we have to be more careful in this aspect. Although the symbols is telling us something which is good, as a job itself, the job, not the answer, but the job itself is good. It's with you in terms of harmony under the 5-element relationship. So technically, it should be fine. Okay, technically it should be fine. That means the job, it looks legitimate. That means there are two scenarios. One is the headhunter is telling you about the job, but the headhunter is not the one that offering the job, but the job itself is legitimate. And at the same time, we also have to see the asker and the answer itself, what is going to happen. This is, box number 8 is the earth element. How do you know it's earth? Is actually over here. We have a brown color. This is brown color, stand for earth. And the asker itself is matter, which is box number 7. Matter and earth. Earth produce matter. So in this case, the earth itself is producing the matter. That means the answer is producing the asker. So this is to say that the hurting situation is going to come to the person, which is you, which is the asker. So that is something whereby I have to really take note. That means the injury is going to come to you. So it's not a very good sign, which means that you are out of control. And at the same time, I want to see how accurate is this information provided by the headhunter. So in terms of information reliability, I will look at this thing itself. This is the thing whereby if it's accompanied by a 9 heaven, which is over here, this box number 6, 9 heaven, is telling us that the headhunter is actually exaggerating the information. So the situation is this: the job is legitimate. The headhunter, there is something wrong. Something is not so right about the information provided by the headhunter. So in this case itself, we may have to ask more information about the job. And there's also a situation whereby you can always go through the interview process to see how genuine this post is going to be. And from there, maybe you'll be able to explore further and find out some of the information that is being provided by the company. So to answer the question whether to accept or not, there is no straight answer on this, but just bear in mind that in the event that if you were to take this offer, then there's a very high situation that you may get injured physically, emotionally, or mentally. Okay, so just be a bit more mindful about this. So it really depends on whether how much you want this job. I believe that it's okay to go through the process of the interview, but just bear in mind that in the event that if you were to take up this job, then the box number 8 energy will actually activate. All right, so this is how we actually see the Qimen definition for a job hunting itself. So continue with my other videos and continue to learn Qimen. Thank you very much.